I think philanthropy is designed defined more as how are you bettering your fellow man? So with no expectation of anything in return, what are you doing to help somebody else out? And volunteering is never easy, it's never convenient, but you're making an effort to help somebody else that's in a less fortunate position than you are. The activity we were working on is called the Shirley Ryan Ability or Warrior Games. So this is sponsored by the Shirley Ryan Ability Lab and the Wounded Heroes Foundation, both organizations based out of Chicago. Shirley Ryan is the #1 rated disability hospital in the United States. Their big push is for getting people back up and running and back working with their disability and living with their disability. And the other part that they work on is a lot of disability rights. They're working on for people that are able to live easily and pushing forward the accommodation of disabilities in the United States. The other foundation that's involved is the Wounded Heroes Foundation, and they are an entirely nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping veterans that are coming back from war adjust from their wartime to daily life. These soldiers come back from war and have to transition back into a normal American life, and that's really hard for a lot of them, and they struggle with that. And that's where Wounded Heroes comes in, of providing this thought that and this support that they're not forgotten, that just because they're back in the United States, that their service and their work they've done for us is not forgotten. The program that we work with is all veterans with a major disability. Some of them have PTSD, some of them have back injuries, amputations, paralysis, and that feeling of weightlessness and feeling of flying through the water, we've had people tell them that this is the first time in years that they've had no pain. And it really kind of gives them the confidence that there's more to life than just what happened to them and what their history is, that they have something else to live for, and develop this new relationship with the ocean and with scuba and what it offers in terms of freedom. So there's a couple ways you can help. Both the Shirley Ryan Ability Lab and Wounded Heroes are nonprofit, so they really rely on donations to help get these veterans the support and care that they need. The second part of it is if you're looking to get involved from a more personal level, this group is always looking for volunteers, especially on this weekend. It's one weekend in July that they're doing all activities such as archery and rock climbing and basketball. And additionally, our group is always looking for volunteers, even if you're not scuba certified, for surface support. We need help getting equipment, getting veterans in the water, even care for our divers as they're in the water for 8 or 9 hours in that day, getting them water and snacks. That surface support, that group of volunteers is extremely important for us to give the care that we want to for the veterans. So one of our veterans that we worked with last year, actually, he was somebody that had been in some really terrifying firefights that in Iraq and in Afghanistan that he really didn't want to talk about very much, but he was dealing with some major PTSD and some major depression, as well as a back injury that was pretty serious. And we brought him underwater and we're diving with him, and then at one point he wanted to go up, so we brought him to the surface of the water and the edge of the pool, and he just wanted to talk. He wanted somebody to talk to, and I think that's a lot of these veterans have issues that they don't have somebody that wants to listen. And we sat there and talked with him for a while, and he turned to both my dad and I and said, "Guys, I was considering suicide last week, and this activity and this weekend and working with veterans and people who care about veterans changed his outlook on what he wanted to do with his life and what he had to live for." It's extremely humbling when you hear that, but it's also really exciting that you're able to make a change in somebody that has given and sacrificed more than any of us could ever imagine, that he was considering taking his own life, and we're able to do something that helps him realize that the end is not near, that he's not forgotten, that we care about what he's done, and really turned his life around. We have actually heard some history that he was working on getting certified back in his home state of California. He's happily kind of taking on that activity, and that's a big part of us. I mean, that's really that's why we're there, and we're there to make sure that these veterans can get the care and stuff they need, and really the emotional support that they need. What it does for us and how it makes us feel is just extremely proud. We're able to take a skill that we've honed over the years and share that with other people, and especially people that are truly in need. It gives me a sense of pride that I'm able to work with these veterans, and these are people that have sacrificed so much that a little bit of my time is able to make this much difference in their life, and it makes me extremely happy and proud that I'm involved. It makes me really proud that I'm involved in this organization, that my dive shop are involved in this organization, and it's something my dad and I have been doing for the last 4 years that we will do until we can't do it anymore. It's an opportunity for us to bond, but really us to share our gift with other people and our skills and what we've decided to do with our lives with other people that really need that help. Smiles that we get out of these veterans when they come out of the water is really why we do it. We're here to help them, and we want to make sure that they're getting the best opportunity they can out of it. And if we can put a smile on one veteran each day, that's what we want to do.